Freightliner custom chassis, driven by you. It is the cross-section of two all-American icons, the love of home and the love of the open road. 10,000 pounds of rolling American dream. And like their static counterparts, the strength of these homes lies in the strength of their foundation. That's why just about every major RV manufacturer begins with a chassis from Freightliner. This is where the dream begins. More than 200,000 square feet of state-of-the-art chassis manufacturing at the Freightliner plant in Gaffney, South Carolina. At full capacity, this Freightliner Dream Team can produce 28,000 chassis a year for recreational vehicles, shuttle buses, school buses, and walk-in vans. For the RV enthusiast, the journey begins here in engineering. With advanced computer-aided design and state-of-the-art testing methods, we take the needs of the manufacturers and their customers and turn them into reality. We realized long ago that the RV chassis is not a one-size-fits-all proposition. That's why we custom designed the chassis for each manufacturer. We test a chassis over 125,000 miles before you drive your first. It's a process that ensures that a Freightliner chassis is the highest quality and most reliable in the industry. To move a 15-ton home on wheels, you're going to need plenty of muscle. Here, the Cummins engines are fitted with transmissions, starters, alternators, and other accessories, so the entire engine assembly can be installed in the chassis as one unit. Each engine is inspected after assembly and held until needed on the line. This team completes 90 engines a day that provide plenty of horsepower for the most demanding applications. The frame rails are the backbone of the Freightliner chassis and the backbone of our success. The 9-inch steel frame rails are bolted together with cross members. Then they are placed in a squaring jig to ensure that they are precisely squared before being securely tightened to handle the biggest loads on the roughest roads. This is the first step to providing the smooth quality ride and exceptional handling that FCCC chassis are famous for. The next component takes that smooth ride one step further. The axles with heavy-duty suspension components and stabilizing bars are attached to the frame. The Freightliner independent front suspension allows a 60-degree turning radius for even the most behemoth of motorhomes and provides a smooth ride and ease of handling that is the pinnacle of the industry. Bump steer? No problem. Freightliner incorporates a mechanism called a bell crank. The bell crank eliminates bump steer, which gives you confident control in rough road situations. With the axles and undercarriage components in place, the chassis is flipped right side up and the assembly gets ready to roll. The steering gear, wiring harness, and wheels with pre-mounted RV tires are installed and inspected. Now it's time to add the muscle. The Cummins engine is mounted to the chassis and fitted with the radiator, transmission cooler, battery, fuel tank, and muffler. Fluids are added, and it's time to crank this bad boy up. The quality control and team concept that has been the hallmark of the assembly process now kicks into high gear. The independent front suspension is checked, and with laser accuracy, the front and rear axles are precisely aligned. It's the only way to get the quality ride and handling that our customers have come to expect. But we're not done yet. It's time to roll. The chassis is taken to the roll test facility where wiring is checked for the dash, lights, and signals. Then we get the wheels rolling to test the ABS brakes. After a visual inspection under the belly of this beast, it's placed on another dynamometer and run at highway speed. During this process, engine and transmission performance is analyzed. Until a chassis performs up to our exacting standards, it doesn't leave the plant. A firm foundation. It's the mandatory ingredient for a quality motor home. A firm foundation. It's the top priority for a company that prides itself on quality. Our foundation of dedication and teamwork is as strong as the steel that forms our chassis. It's why we're number one in the industry. And why we will stay that way. Freightliner Custom Chassis. Driven by you.